Hello, everybody. Welcome to One Drink, a podcast where we talk about one topic for one drink. I'm Matthew.
I'm Ryan.
And today we're going back to the 80s again. We are talking about BeetleJuice.
BeetleJuice. BeetleJuice. Should we say it 3 times?
No.
No, that's not.
We
that's
cannot.
Not that guy appear.
Cannot have BeetleJuice appear in here. Oh, I just said it.
It's showtime.
Here he is.
There he is. The old talking Beetlejuice.
It's almost impossible with this show not to say it more than 3 times.
I know. It's going to be 100 times. You're going to have 100 Beetlejuices in there.
It's so great. But yes, this is ultimately one of my favorite movies.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I just watched it today with my 6-year-old son.
So great.
And yeah, it's amazing. It's the thing about it is it never there's never a dull, slow moment in the movie. It just keeps going. You're like, oh my god, we're already to the end?
What? And it's just, it's definitely like, I don't know, Tim Burton, obviously.
Yeah, right.
His mind in all his movies that he's done.
Every movie is just like fun.
It's so great. But this one, and then some of the facts that we're going to talk about is, blew my mind. Because the stuff I didn't know.
Yeah.
And I just remember when I was younger, I seen it for the first time, I was like, oh my God. Watch it again. I mean, when I was younger, I remembered every line to this movie.
Dude, yeah. I would go into I think I was in 6th grade at the time.
Yeah, close, yeah.
And we would go into 6th grade just saying lines from the movie.
Yep. And the most
nice fucking model.
Yes, dude. And that was
6th grade.
That was my favorite line. And then he kicks the tree. And then he's just like, yes. And dude, I mean, when you do that in school and you're saying the F word, and then you're grabbing yourself and then everyone's like,
you're going to the principal's office.
Matthew, it's time to go. But yes, that was one of my favorite lines.
Oh yeah,
But God,
I like when he spits in his coat when they meet the Maitlands for the first time. He's
just right away, later. Dude.
And a lot of Michael Keaton, who plays BeetleJuice, obviously, a lot of his lines were improvised. There was just Michael Keaton's from his head.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Tim Burton just let him have complete, total freedom over the character.
You see,
and just make it his own. Because when Michael Keaton, when he was reading over the script and everything, he was like, I don't understand what this is. Mm-hmm. And Tim Burton really wanted him to play BeetleJuice.
Oh,
He's
for
like,
sure.
I'm sorry, I don't understand what this is. Can you try and help me?
Yeah.
He's like, just make it your own. He's like, and then it clicked with him. He's like, oh, well, yeah, I'm gonna make it like this.
I'm the ghost with the most.
Yeah. So it pretty much a lot of that stuff was improvised.
See, and I think even back then, that's when Michael Keaton was kind of in his prime, right?
Yeah, he was just starting to cook. He's coming off of Mr. Mom.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love that movie so much.
And then the one I talk about, Multiplicity.
Multiplicity, I think that was after BeetleJuice. There was Night Shift was another one. Then a couple stinkers. But yeah.
But I mean, he was on the rise.
Yeah.
And I mean, this just set him over the top.
And once he found Tim Burton, it rolled into Batman later on.
And Batman roles don't just get to anybody.
No,
they get to the best actors,
the best of the best. Yeah.
And I'll be honest, when he played that Batman,
dude,
I still saw some Beetlejuice. You know what I mean? I was just like, oh,
you want to get nuts?
Yeah,
let's get nuts.
It's like, come on, dude. BeetleJuice. All right, so with every movie, we have a synopsis. This is what BeetleJuice was all about. You want to read it or me?
You read it.
Okay.
I like when you read it. I like to hear.
There's a lot of mess ups and yeah. Rush Henrietta, baby.
After Barbara, Kathy Lee Gifford.
I knew there was 3 names in it.
That's from another show that we did. Go back and check out the 80s movie villain show. A lot of laughs in there.
Fantastic. All right. After Barbara and Adam Maitland die in a car accident, they find themselves stuck haunting their country residence, unable to leave the house. When the unbearable Dietz and teen daughter Lydia buy the home, the Maitlands attempt to scare them away without success. Their efforts attract BeetleJuice, a rambunctious spirit whose help quickly becomes dangerous for the Maitlands and innocent Lydia.
Yeah, the Maitlands.
Yeah, so this is when... is this Winona Ryder's first movie?
I think she was in...
A couple other ones?
She was in, like, Veronica's or something like that.
Right, so...
but she was 15 at the time.
Yeah, and we were super young, and I was just like, wow. Because she was kind of like that dark, like kind of goth.
Yeah, like a Wednesday Addams.
Yeah. But and I was just like, wow, I think she's kind of hot.
Love is kind of crazy with a spooky little girl like you.
Yeah, so I was just like, wow.
Yeah. I totally had a crush
know.
on her.
Right. Yeah, of course. It was like first Alyssa Milano with Who's the Boss, and then like I seen this, and I was like, wow, Lydia.
Yeah.
I'm digging her.
Fun fact, Alyssa Milano was in second place to play Lydia.
Shut up.
Yeah, I swear to God.
Oh,
there was
God.
Sarah Jessica Parker, Jennifer Connelly, a couple others, and Alyssa Milano.
Could you imagine Alyssa? And that's the thing, like, we always get these little tidbits of, like, people playing, the part.
Yeah.
And you're just like, I don't know if the movie would be that good.
You wouldn't know. There's no way to tell. Because
you would get adjusted to it because she did great.
Yeah, she was perfect.
And
but then Alyssa Milano could have been perfect. Like it's like
I think just because she's hot though. But she could have been. She could have
been
done
like a hot guy.
I know. I would have been like, "Who's the boss?" BeetleJuice. Oh my God.
Samantha. We gotta do a Who's the Boss show. Tony Danza.
That was definitely 80s.
Oh, dude, yeah.
He just rolls in his van. Hey, Angela.
I'm a housekeeper. Angela. He's just a housekeeper.
And I mean, that was... and that was the show for 8 years.
I know, he just becomes the dad out of nowhere somehow. Anyway, Beetlejuice.
Oh,
what
man.
Tony Danza played Beetlejuice.
Well,
I'm the ghost with the most, babe.
Let me clean your house real quick.
Clean your house with these house guests. The people that moved in. Get them out of here.
God. So basically, Who's the Boss would have took over this movie. Alyssa Milano and Tony Danza just roll up in the van.
Kick the Dietzes right out of there. So stupid. Who's the Beetle?
And then we got a whole new movie.
Then you got Moner coming in. And Jonathan.
Would it have been a hit? Who knows?
Yes. Of course it would have been a hit. Oh my God, that's primetime TV.
Oh my God.
Whew, that's Friday nights. WNBC.
Man.
Holy smokes. So Beetlejuice 19. This came out in March of 1988. It was rated PG, regardless of some of the more risque, like nice fucking model.
Yeah.
And, some of the content.
I think that was like the only swear word in the movie, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, and then like there was whorehouse. Somebody said whorehouse, but
I don't know.
It was PG back in the 80s.
Way different.
Yeah.
There was no guidelines. There was no
No.
all that.
No, they got away with
a lot.
They got away with a lot being
Yeah.
PG. Like PG-13 didn't happen until I think maybe like a couple of years later or something.
But also, speaking of Tim Burton, he wanted Sammy Davis Jr. to play Michael.
Beetlejuice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now,
I can't imagine that.
that I can't imagine at all.
I'm the ghost with the most chachi.
Yeah, and I mean,
Chooch.
him just dressed up like, the same outfit on him would have been so weird. When he started singing, like, yay!
It's a nice fucking model. Honk honk. I don't even know what he sounds like. But yeah, it's so weird. And Sammy Davis Jr. obviously did not do
No, thank God.
But a lot of like the costume, like the Beetlejuice appearance, the way he looked, was a lot of Michael Keaton too. Mm-hmm. Like Michael Keaton suggested that he had like it looked like he's got his finger stuck in an electrical socket for the hair, like, psh, and
kind of like this.
yeah, and the mold around his face. He suggested just like because he came from the underground.
Right.
He's like he should have like mold and moss on him. So the makeup artist actually went down to a local hardware store where they made like models and stuff.
Yeah.
And they picked up some of the moss that they would put on like train sets and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
like that.
yeah.
And that's what they used on his face.
And dude, I'm
for,
telling you, when they did like the close-ups, when he came out of like that train set, like the fake grass looked, everything looked so like,
love that part.
Back then,
Yeah.
it looked exactly like the model on the,
Yeah.
oh man, it was so good.
Digging through like all the spongy stuff.
Yes! And it just was so, damn, that was so good.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, I can't believe they were going to cast Sammy Davis.
Jeez.
But Beetlejuice, this whole like idea of Beetlejuice wasn't even going to be. Their initial idea for Beetlejuice was a like more of a gruesome horror film, where Beetlejuice is a winged homicidal maniac.
Right.
It wasn't even going to be this fun.
Not even close to comedy.
Yeah, this is before Tim Burton took over.
Right.
This is what somebody wrote it as, and yeah. And
See how it all starts, though? There's so many, like, just drafts to movies. And, like, you can make one draft, and then he'll be like, nope. And you're like, oh, damn, we got to rewrite the whole thing.
Yeah.
Do it again. Nope.
Yeah.
So.
The original ending in that one was Lydia dies in a fire.
Whoa. Can't
join the Maitlands.
We can't have that.
No. Like,
damn.
Jesus.
We need her to stay alive.
What if that movie came out? We'd be like, wow, that was a great movie. Like,
I don't,
it'd probably be a cheesy-ass, like, 80s horror film, like Critters.
And that's right. And that's the thing is in the 80s, horror movies were, they were huge back then.
Oh, yeah.
Because they were actually kind of scary. And
yeah.
This is a horror movie. I mean, I guess you could redo it now. I'm sure someone will. But can you make it scary? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It would suck.
Yeah, it wouldn't be.
No, I'm glad.
You're already watching, like, Beetlejuice. You're like, no, that's Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
It's funny.
And I'm so glad the way that this came out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I loved it. You loved it.
Yeah.
All America loved it because it won an Oscar.
I know. What was it for? It was for
I think it was the
art.
It wasn't like for best film or anything like that.
No.
I think it was for like the art or the creation or the
I think
costumes or something like that.
It was something like that.
But I mean, that's how. And dude, like we say with all these big movies, and they had a cartoon series. They had the toys.
Yeah.
They had everything.
Yeah.
It just blew. I had the toys.
I had the toys too.
Yeah, and you got the Beetlejuice character. Then there's
the vehicle, the car.
Dude. And like we always say, every show, we're talking about a movie, but this thing just went beyond.
Beyond all of that. Yeah.
And huge. Worldwide success.
Yeah.
It's just nuts.
Let me tell you about that success. So it was a $15 million budget.
See?
It made $8 million on its first opening weekend.
That's just the first
Half
weekend.
of what the budget was, yeah.
Tim Burton's like, yes.
$32 million the first 2 weeks, and overall $75 million in and out of the box office.
That's such.
That's
now
a hit. That's a hit, folks.
That's success right there.
Yeah.
And if it would be such a great feeling if someone gave us, right? They're like, here's $10 million. Mm-hmm. We're like, all right.
Like, okay, thank you.
Yeah. See ya. Wait, where'd they go?
They're making some Tony Danza movie over here.
Who's not the boss?
It's not what we wanted him to make.
No, but just for someone to do that and then just make double, triple, quadruple that, and here's your money back, and then bam.
Yeah, it just keeps pouring.
Man. But yeah.
So crazy. And then Tim Burton goes from like BeetleJuice to what, like Edward Scissorhands.
Yep.
And before this was Pee-wee's Big Adventure, so he's already banking off of that. He's just like...
He was on a roll.
Yeah,
I mean, he
Batman,
was...
89.
He did and that's the thing for directors, too, kind of like when Michael Keaton, he gets his shot at Batman. When a director gets to direct a Batman, those series are kind of like... big, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta trust the director.
Exactly. And that one was that the one with Michael Keaton?
Yeah.
So
89.
And that was
Jack Nicholson.
Yeah. So in that Joker, we talked about that before.
Yeah.
That was one of the most iconic Jokers. In the Batman series.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite.
Oh, dude, so good.
Yeah. But yeah, that. What was his name? Who played Adam Mayland? Well, Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin in his younger days.
Yeah. I don't even know what else he was in at the time, but
I don't even know if he was in anything else.
I don't know, but he got cast for this, and he's like, everybody else was into it. They were all excited about it, and he was like, "quote I thought." All of our careers are going to end with the release of this film.
Oh, yeah, little did you know, buddy.
So this is while he's like making the movie, so he doesn't have a good feeling about this.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh boy.
And that's the thing is like, when you're in, I guess, entertainment, regardless, you don't know what's going to be a hit and what's not.
Yeah, right.
Because there's always a bunch of films that you, I guess, would put out. Yeah. I can't think of any offhand, but...
You're basically rolling the dice every time you make something like this.
But either way, just make it the best.
Yeah.
And dude, in this, it was no failure, Alec Baldwin. This was his only movie that I know he was in.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of...
So take that, you jerk.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck, Alec? I used to like you.
So... Offhand, I just don't know any other movie that he's been in.
No, I really don't. I just remember like Saturday Night Live.
Yep. Okay, so there you go.
That's all I know.
And Beetlejuice took him there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah. So the one thing though, going through all the information, and we always talk about what if it had a different name? What if it had a different title? What if, this was different, this was different?
Yeah.
Now, Beetlejuice was nearly called Scared Sheetless. Now, I remember one part in the movie where there was like the fake ghost, right?
Oh yeah, no, the Maitlands were trying to scare him. It was their first idea to scare
when
them out of the house.
When they moved in, they were like, "Oh, let's be ghosts."
Yeah, because they can't see them, but if they put sheets over them, they can see the sheets. It's so bad.
And now
Lydia's like, that's not going to scare anybody, you guys. You got to do better than that,
right? Because she can see them.
Yeah.
So again, though, if it came out like that, Scared Sheetless, same exact movie, everything, would we be like, oh my God, Scared Sheetless is my favorite movie? Good. You know what I mean? I don't know.
It doesn't make any sense. If you're naming them Beetlejuice.
It had more intrigue, you know.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice. What the hell is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another title was House Ghosts.
I mean,
house guests.
Yeah. I mean, even that. It's just Beetlejuice is.
Yeah.
It was, and I think what they say, they named it after a planet.
Beetlejuice was named after a star in Orion.
A star, that's it. Yeah. I knew it was something.
Yeah.
And
and it was spelled Beetle, Geuse or something like that.
BeetleJuice.
But they thought that would confuse people. They're like, "What are we? How do you say this?"
Yeah.
So they just switched it to like Juice. J-U-I-C-E. Yeah, Beetle. They even kind of like poke fun at it in the movie. He's like BeetleJuice, Beetle.
Yep.
Gut.
Yeah.
Beetle.
Oh, it was so great.
Yeah. So the Maitlands, they find they careen off of a like a bridge. It looks like a barn.
It was by the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this barn bridge was built by the movie crew.
Oh.
But there was never a barn bridge there.
Oh, damn! They built it.
Yeah, and there were so many storms and like floods that it would get knocked over. Like it got knocked over like 4 or 5 times, and they had to keep rebuilding it.
You come into the set the next day, you're like, son of a bitch.
It's down again.
Build it back up.
Floating down the creek.
And I think it was only in the movie for like a couple scenes.
Yeah, in the beginning, and then I don't remember.
That was it.
Yeah, it's when they go into town. Like he's like, Barbara, take me down to town to the hardware store. I need a piece for my model.
Yeah.
She's like, all right, you better go right in.
That model was great.
Yeah, that model is so amazing.
Oh man, my grandfather had a train model.
Yeah.
Something similar to that. It took up the whole basement, but it was just so critiqued. Like the model upstairs.
Like
when they found it.
Like,
yeah. And that was just so cool.
That was insane. Yeah. So they end up dying and then coming back to their house.
That's when it all starts.
Ghosts. Yeah. They find the handbook for the recently deceased.
Yeah.
Because Adam, Alec Baldwin goes, handbook for the recently diseased. Barbara goes, deceased. He goes, deceased.
What? We're dead? Oh my God.
This thing reads like stereo instructions.
So then they find out, of course, they're like, all right, for a little help, they could get.
Yeah, and the afterlife is super, like, it looks so hard.
Oh, yeah.
It's like you'd rather be alive. Like,
yeah.
Like they're telling Lydia, like at one point Lydia wants to be, like, in the afterlife, dead. Yep. And they're like, you don't want to do that. It's much more difficult than it looks.
Stay on that side.
Yeah.
Stay on that side.
So they have all this trouble, like, finding their way through the afterlife, and they're getting no help from anybody. And it's kind of like you're on your own kind of thing.
Yeah.
And they look for help, and they find the name Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
In the papers, or some, like, pamphlet or something. And,
and you got to say it 3 times.
Yeah.
Did Candyman come after Beetlejuice?
Yeah.
So they copied Beetlejuice.
Yeah. Right?
They were like, all right, if he got to say Beetlejuice 3 times,
yeah,
Candyman, we'll just make a replica of Beetlejuice.
But with bees. Sammy Davis Jr. always got cast to be Candyman.
Oh shit! So then they find Beetlejuice, and
yeah.
From there on, the movie is just fantastic. It takes a little bit to get there.
Yeah. They go through like.
They set it up good though.
Yeah.
They set it up.
They're like, no, you don't want his help.
Yeah.
They're like, don't call him.
And of course, doing the research on this, Beetlejuice is only in the movie for
about 17 minutes.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
The main star of the movie.
The title.
But when he's in it, the impact he has on the movie is just, it's it's memorable.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Everything he did was memorable.
that's another case of less is better, maybe.
Yeah, for real.
It's like,
I mean, it was so good.
yeah.
Just because when you think, the movie, you're like, okay, bam, here he is.
Right. Right.
And he just does some crazy.
It's showtime.
Yeah. And it was so good. I wish I could remember all the lines. I mean,
Oh, there's so many, dude.
yeah.
It's like I just watched it today, and I can't even remember like some of the main ones. Yeah, it's like it's showtime. I'm the ghost with the most.
Yeah, dude. And
Zagnut.
yes, dude.
Nice fucking model.
That was the best. That was my favorite.
Like when he's trying to marry Lydia at the end.
He's like, come on, hurry up.
Come on! Yeah.
Yep,
The
whatever.
Maitlands are trying to say Beetlejuice, and they're like knocking his jaw. He's like, bleh. Beetlejuice.
Oh, man.
Right.
But also, one of the most iconic parts of the movie is when they're all sitting down
Oh,
and the song, Deo.
the dinner scene.
Oh,
yeah.
the dinner scene. And that was just so, like,
That was,
the song.
yeah, it was so memorable to me. Like,
And
I remembered that part
You never,
to a T.
ever forget that.
Slightly deadly,
Yeah.
black tarantula.
Yeah. Daylight coming, they want to go home.
I
Right?
didn't even know I could calypso dance.
And that was like, oh, man.
Yeah, that was the Maitland's like first like parlor trick to
Yeah.
to try and scare him. Like the sheets are gone, sheets are off, and this is their first, their second idea to try to get the Dietzes out of the house, but it
Yeah.
ends up backfiring, and the Dietzes had a blast.
Oh, yeah.
With that whole thing. And they're like inviting people back. They're like, "Oh, you gotta come check this out." They're
Yeah.
turning the house into like a haunted, like amusement park.
And then that's when BeetleJuice also makes it, comes in and just makes, oh my God. So yeah, but that, I also went to, I saw the play.
Oh yeah,
BeetleJuice had a
Beetlejuice
play.
on stage. Yeah,
That's how big this is.
that's so cool. I wanted to go to that.
That one scene though,
Did
the
they
way
do
they
that
had,
on stage?
yeah, so the way they had to play, it was like, all right, are they going to do it? Are they not? I don't know, copyrights or,
Yeah, right.
all this other stuff. And just out of nowhere, Deo! I
Yeah.
was like, yes! It was so sweet.
So the thing about Deo and
sang that?
Henry Belafonte.
Okay.
So at the end of the movie, Lydia comes home from like from school, taking all these tests and everything. And as long as she got an A on the math test,
Ooh.
the Maitlands would let her like do this like act this thing that
Come
she
up to
wants
the
do.
attic.
No, it's like lift her up into the air and turn her into a ghost, and like
Yeah.
do all this ghost stuff.
Yeah. Ghost.
And and they played what was it at the end? Jumping in the line, rock your body on time. Okay, I believe you.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Shake, 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 Sinatra.
Yes.
So that was originally supposed to be When a Man Loves a Woman. She was going to lip sync.
When a man loves a woman. Richard Marx, was it?
I have no idea.
I know
I
I'm
don't
wrong.
know if you're fucking up this time because you might be right.
The one time I'm right.
I know that I don't know you're fucking up. Oh man, I'm gonna check right now so I can.
Richard Marx.
So yeah, I should. Like the Marx Brothers?
It's definitely
Like-
not him. Is he the dude with the blonde hair? Who's the dude with the
Oh no.
curly blonde hair
Now
who
you
plays
got
the flute?
Sammy Hagar. Oh. Plays the flute.
When a man. Or the saxophone, my
Zamfir?
bad. The saxophone. He plays the sax.
I have no idea who you're talking. It's probably Richard fucking Marx.
I can see him. I just don't know his name.
You can see him just playing this. Oh God, I wish I knew what you were talking about. Anyway, so Lydia was supposed to lip sync to "When a Man Loves a Woman" by Richard Marx, and instead they couldn't. The rights for that song were too expensive,
Thank
so they
God.
went with Harry Belafonte. His catalog was really cheap,
Yeah.
so that's why they used Deo, "Jumping in the Line." There's a couple other songs that they used.
And look, he got rich
yeah,
off that movie.
yeah.
Cheap
Dude,
catalog.
He jumped up on like the Billboard Top
I'm
100
sure.
after that movie because it was like, whoa! Like all the kids were singing that and like, Deo!
And he probably had a video on MTV.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah, I don't even know, but that's what happened back then. You're just like,
Tally me banana.
daylight
I think there was a video.
Yeah, there had to have been. MTV was jumping on anything that,
Jumping on the line.
Success, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're like, dude, we'll just take clips from the movie.
Oh my god. So yeah, they did that. Then there was going to be a sequel.
Yes. And
They had a couple sequel ideas. One of them was Beetlejuice Goes Hawaiian.
no.
Yes.
Automatically no.
He was gonna go. They were gonna go to Hawaii, and they were gonna discover this ancient burial ground.
No.
And Beetlejuice was
No. So,
gonna, I don't know, kick the ghosts out of the burial ground. I don't know.
right. So,
Scare them out.
we're huge on like sequels.
Going to
we
Hawaii.
agree, right? We just sometimes there just should be no sequels.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only a certain few
Certain
that got away with it.
Yeah. Police Academy.
Police Academy, Die
Rocky,
Hard,
Rambo.
Back to the Future.
Yeah, they did it twice.
But
Third one there.
yeah, but there's just some movies that just the sequels are just horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible.
Yeah.
They just ruin the whole, like, everything. Even, like, so, for this one, Gremlins. Gremlins came out with a sequel, too, which I didn't know.
Welcome to New York.
New York, yeah, dude.
Allegedly.
But finally, they did come out with a sequel for Beetlejuice.
Yes.
And
that came out in the year of our Lord 2024.
Yeah.
I think today
yep,
or Tuesday
came out this week.
Beetlejuice.
Yes, which I can't wait to see.
I know. I can't wait to see it too.
And
I can't wait to see it with you. Are we gonna go?
I think we're gonna have to because no one wants to go see this goddamn movie with me.
I can't believe that.
No, dude. I'm just like, we're talking about Beetlejuice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they did take their time on this. I mean, they really took their time on this.
Couple decades.
So it took 20 years almost, right?
Oh my God.
Well, not 20.
Oh no, it's about 30.
About, yeah. Thank God they did, though.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I haven't heard any reviews. I've heard a couple little things about it.
Yeah.
I heard that they really have the first movie with the second movie. They mix it well, which is great because it's going to take us back
Yeah.
to what we're talking about right now.
And Michael Keaton is back.
Oh, I know, and Winona Ryder,
And Winona Ryder.
and the mom
And
from Schitt's Creek.
yeah.
I forgot her
Oh
name.
my God, I keep wanting to say Gina Davis. No. Oh, it's Kathy. No.
Kathy Lee Gifford.
Dude,
Jamie Lee Curtis.
No.
I forgot her name, but she's back. And
Catherine O'Hara.
is that it?
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's great.
Yeah. I love her. I had a crush on her in Beetlejuice too.
Did you?
Yeah.
The older ladies, you know. But I did watch Schitt's Creek, and she was in it.
Yeah,
and she's
phenomenal.
She's a great actress. Like,
the show is so fun.
I even saw other movies that I just came across that she was in.
Yeah,
she's good,
dude. It's like all those like kind of like SCTV like crew, like the dad in Schitt's Creek. I can't remember his name right now. But
Eugene Levy,
yeah.
American Pie.
Yeah, like it was that SCTV crew, that Canadian, like Saturday Night Live, like improvised show.
Yep.
And they did a whole bunch of movies like where they would like improvise all this stuff. You know, it was like Catherine O'Hara, Eugene Levy.
Yeah.
Like, I can't remember the names of the movies, but it was like Best in Show, like the dog show. It was.
That was one I missed.
Like Spinal Tap, like all that stuff. But yeah, she's part of that crew. And yeah, she's super funny.
Yeah, she's great. That whole cast was good.
Yeah,
from beginning to end. Sorry, Alec Baldwin, but that's the only movie I know you win. And if anyone else, if anyone knows of him being in another movie, let us know.
Yeah.
I know his brothers were in like several
movies,
like
together. I think
like Lifetime movies and like I was like, oh, there's a Baldwin.
My daughter.
I was like, there's a Baldwin, not Alex. Oh, there's a. That ain't Alec. No. He wasn't in any of it.
No, I can't think of it.
Yeah, whatever.
There's probably shitty movies. But yeah, one more fun fact.
Let's get it.
Netflix. You know about Netflix? You know about this Netflix? Okay.
No, I don't.
So Netflix originally began as a DVD by mail rental service.
Oh, yeah. You get the DVD in the mail. I've done that. Have you?
Yeah, you order it like online or whatever.
Yeah.
It comes in the mail. The first DVD by mail, first rental, was BeetleJuice.
Come on!
First rental shipped out by Netflix. The iconic company now, the iconic streaming service was BeetleJuice. That's a super fun fact.
That's one of the greatest facts I am never going to forget. Ever.
I know. It's great.
Wow. That's what I love about this show is sometimes you just come across or like you just hear that thing and you're just like, that's one thing I'm never going to forget.
Yeah.
First Netflix video sent out when Netflix started, BeetleJuice.
They owe everything to BeetleJuice.
One of the greatest movies ever. The sequel, hopefully, I mean, nothing's going to beat the first one.
No.
Have you ever seen a movie where the sequel beats the first one? Maybe Star Wars or something? I don't know.
I mean, there's like Friday the 13th.
The
sequel beats the first one.
Yeah.
A couple sequels beat the first one.
But it's very, I mean, we're talking 1%, right?
Yeah.
The sequel never beats the first one.
Yeah. Yeah, there aren't many. No.
No,
I'm like trying to think. Back to the Future 2 is close, but no.
I mean, it was cool, and you know what was it, 2020? Was that when he went to the future, 2020?
Yeah, I think so.
And they were just like, floating, everything kind of, we're just like,
flying cars,
we're
hoverboards.
not there yet. But, but yeah, sequels. Hopefully this one is going to be fantastic. And of course, we are going to do a follow-up to this show.
Oh, absolutely.
On BeetleJuice 2. It might be me and him holding hands in a movie theater because you might be my date.
When a man loves
Could you imagine? Oh man, what's that dude's name? God damn it.
And I'm just looking up at the screen right now and realizing that Deo played at Otho's real life funeral, not Jeffrey Jones.
Yeah, I don't know who Otho.
Otho was
the butler guy, right? He was just that guy that talked really sophisticated.
He was like the decorator.
Yes, the interior designer.
Yeah. It was the mom's friend. He's like going around with spray cans.
You want this statue here? This table, really?
That statue is mine. Meaning, I actually made it. It's mine. Put it over there on the table.
That guy,
He just
yes.
throws it onto the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, Otho, yeah. You read my mind.
Yep. Yes.
Not a lot of my clients can do that.
So
Really?
I remember when they brought him in, he was just like,
He came in through the window.
"Oh my God, why did you buy this house?" or something like that.
He came in through the window as they're moving in. I'm like, Otho, what are you doing? He's like, it's bad luck to go through the front door in a new house.
And then the statue, remember that stupid statue?
Yeah.
They're like, "We got to get it in the house." He comes in the window.
They built like the outside like living room, like with the.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Fantastic
Otho
movie.
was awesome.
Yeah.
He was really good.
Thank God for notes.
We're gonna have a lot of fun, John Boy.
Yes. And then he put him in that statue, which is kind of like grabbed him like.
Yeah.
Oh shit. So yes, that is
did
our one drink for Back to the 80s Beetlejuice.
We did it.
Ah, fantastic. One of my favorite movies.
Yeah,
Still
absolutely.
to this day.
Yeah, like I said, I just watched it today before I came
Yep.
over, and
And
it
we-
went by quick. It was just like so easy to watch.
Oh yeah, and we
fun.
recommend that everyone watch it.
Watch it with your
and-
kids. Too.
yeah.
They'll love it.
You can.
Yeah,
It's
they'll be
not
running around the house saying, "Nice fucking model." Like, oh,
kicking over lamps. Kicking over whatever. Is it kicking you?
grabbing their nuts. Honk, honk.
And it'll be funny. You know what I mean? You
You're
can't
like,
get
"Aw."
mad at them. And then go take them to see Beetlejuice.
Yeah, PG-13. Parental guidance is suggested.
Yeah. And I mean,
Yeah,
they'll love it.
it'll be fine. There's nothing. Yeah,
God.
I'll take Weston.
Super great show.
Yeah.
So yes, that is our one drink for the show. If you would like to listen to our beautiful voices, you can hear them on all major platforms. Spotify, iHeart, Amazon, this, that, the third.
The other.
Exactly.
This, that, and the other.
There's more?
Anywhere podcasts can be heard, basically.
And you can watch all of our shows, Back to the 80s, the main show on YouTube. Mm-hmm. You can type in One Drink Podcast in Google, and we'll be in at least the top 5.
Ooh, nice.
Top 5.
We're getting the top 5.
Yep.
Okay.
Can't say we're in the top position.
Yeah.
Because we haven't paid Google any money. But,
Getting money.
no. But One Drink Podcast is out there so much that everyone's heard of it,
Yeah,
I'm sure.
yeah.
If you want to or not, I'm sure you scrolled across our fucking faces.
Yeah, you've seen it. And if you ever happen to make it back to the 80s, please tell them that One Drink Podcast sent you.
Indeed.
And share it with at least one friend.
I know, it's very easy to do.
Super easy. Yeah.
Especially all your old friends like us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They'll get a
Anyone that
kick.
grew up in the 80s, especially share that with
They'll
them.
get a kick out of this, and the fact that Tony Danza and
Next episode, we're going to be covering Who's the Boss.
that I can't wait for. Oh my god! Until next time. Cheers.
Bye.